this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. To the ground with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. A first down for the offense. They'll try the run. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Movement here from the tight end. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Still on his feet at the 40. And he breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll throw it on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Lewis to throw. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quarterback checking the play. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go right back to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
He'll do it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Penn Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Lewis wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Power football with the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Gets it out fast.
Hey, that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Still on his feet. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Leaves it with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the counter. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Lewis to throw. Finds his man. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. They're bringing... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get the fumble.
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the first and goal? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions. Leaves, fires into traffic. It's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Lewis to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Oh, he makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions.